Before, there were limits to what you could do, to where your creativity could take you. But not anymore. Invercote is expanding the boundaries of creativity and creative expression, allowing you to apply boundless creativity to practical marketing challenges. Whether you work in the packaging industry or the commercial print industry, the landscape is changing dramatically and at a breakneck pace. Distinguishing your brand, standing out on a cluttered shelf or in an endless stream of direct mail is a critical element in successful marketing. Iggesund is a company wholeheartedly committed to creativity and to creative expression, allowing you to reach your customer with a message that will stand out. Recently, Iggesund held an exhibit of works by various designers utilizing Invercote, a very unique paper that distinguishes itself in a sea of sameness.
This is a wonderful experience because it shows all the possibilities and the ranges of stuff that you can make out of paper. I'm always challenged by the paper. Let's see what we can do with it. Let's see how far it can go. Let's see what the restraints are and what it can and cannot do. And that's part of the play. That's part of, what I love to do.
Invercote is a product that expands your creative freedom by making possible in the production process that which cannot be done with other papers. In a nutshell, it offers you all the strength and durability of a packaging grade, but the high-end print reproduction of a premium coated cover.
So to mix beautiful design with beautiful paper, that is where the essence of this lies. And this is the perfect opportunity because not only are we showcasing amazing structures that can be made with paper, but we're also showcasing the paper in which they're made out of. And the paper itself, that is very important as well, because without good paper, or without any paper that lends itself to playing with, to doing all those things to, we can't create freely. There's no range. So good paper allows people like me, paper engineers, to create freely and to be able to explore without regard as to whether the paper can handle it or not. We push those limits. I want to push those boundaries of the paper, and that is what Invercote does really well.
All the projects on display have been made possible or made better by leveraging one, or in many cases, all of Invercote's attributes. At times, it's Invercote's superior fiber resiliency that made an intricate design possible.
And I keep thinking, well, why is it that I want to create, I'm a designer, I'm a graphic designer, why is it that I want to move from the 2D aspect to the 3D realm? And I discovered that that has to do with the psychology of a didactic learning. When we're little kids, when we're really tiny, we work with things, we put things in, we learn through making, and we develop our motor skills that way. And any psychologist will tell you that is how learning begins. And so when we have something like this, there's sort of like a connection with the very essence of how we begin to learn. And so we remember something a lot more if we have it, if we touch it, if we play with it, if we move it around, rather than if it's just a flat image.
It's Invercote's uncanny strength and durability, which allowed a seemingly simple design to withstand the rigors of a retail environment.
When we produced for limited brands in the Victoria's Secret Stores division of that company, we produced their 2008-2009 holiday gift card carrier. It was a little over 4 million pieces, and we designed an origami type box. If you can imagine a coffee filter, an industrial coffee filter with scores coming from every direction so that it can form into the coffee full filter holder, and then that's where you put your coffee. Well, this was essentially the design of this origami box that came together with scores and folds and perfs and cuts in virtually 360-degree array. So there was no way to leverage the grain direction of the stock to prevent cracking of this heavy ink coverage piece. In addition to that, we beat the heck out of the sheet. We not only printed it in multiple passes with multiple hits of solid coverage ink, but we also foil stamped it, embossed it, and die cut it. So 5 press passes in all, each time going through sets of rollers literally abuses the sheet of paper. What we found with Invercote was the only solution, which we tested against 2 other board stocks, that was able to survived not only the abuse that we hammered the sheet with, but also it performed. In every case of every score, in every degree of direction, there was no cracking. And this was essential to this piece because the entire surface of the piece, with all this heavy ink coverage, pinks and dark pinks, would have truly detracted from the design had we had white cracking coming through on the creases.
It is the dimensional stability of Invercote that allows for multiple press passes with pinpoint registration, or its precise shade that enables the most accurate color reproduction across the broadest color palette.
There's an immediate effect. You're going to remember that piece based on the color. However, color has a stronger, more impactful resonance in your soul that lasts a lot longer, that maybe a month from now you'll remember. Now, that theory I translate into paper engineering because I think that wow effect will be a resonance in your soul for a longer time than just a regular 2D image.
But in many cases, the work on display required a paper that could offer all of the attributes that only Invercote offers. In the world of paper, achieving the required strength and durability to withstand the production process ordinarily comes at the expense of print reproduction. Not so with Invercote. So we say, stop compromising. Explore the possibilities and expand your creative boundaries with Invercote. Express your creativity with reckless abandon. Turn whatever your imagination can dream into reality with Invercote. Never compromise your creativity on the basis of functional limitations. Never compromise an idea due to the production and finishing limitations of the past. Now, you can have it all with Invercote.